Sometimes I think we gotta ask ourselves that question: do we want to stay on the shallow side of life, or move to the deep end of life, in which God becomes our only lifeguard?
Willing to be yourself in the sight of people, no matter what people think. I think that's what it's all about. Welcome back to another banger, baby. Y'all know how we coming. Today, we gonna start this off with y'all seeing me brush my hair, cause yeah, we got the fresh cut. And you wanna know what? I didn't know how I would look with the fresh cut, but we back with another banger, and we here. And in today's video, I want to talk to us about something. I got a few minutes before my departure time, and I want to talk about my first time hauling this intermodal container. Y'all see right here, I'm hooked up to an intermodal container. It's an empty, and it's a pretty empty trailer, but there's some differences between the intermodal and the Amazon, regular trailer right here that we usually run. You see, with the partnership aspect, with the company that I run with, we never really did intermodals. So at the company, Amazon Freight Partner, we never really did intermodals, but we started doing intermodals. Now, you know something about these intermodals, if any of y'all know. You gotta make sure the thing is locked in. You gotta make sure you gotta make sure the trailer is not sitting on the chassis. A lot of things that make running these chassis a con to me is the aspect that literally these chassis can be so old. When I first was running intermodal, when I was a lease owner operator, I literally had a blowout on my tires, very frequently from these chassis, because these chassis don't be the best. Another thing that I always liked about the regular trailer, in contrast to the container, is like when it comes to this aspect versus this aspect, you gotta literally climb up there to do that. And another thing too, so if you notice, these chassis, the landing gear can be much older than on a regular trailer. And the last few intermodal containers that I was assigned to, I wasn't able to get them because I wasn't able to lift it off the ground. Now look, y'all can say I'm not that strong, but truthfully speaking, it's just because these chassis be so old. The chassis be so old to the point where literally can't even get it. It'll be a waste of time. And so we here in Tennessee, beautiful day, real beautiful day. I got a couple minutes before my departure time, so I want to spend it letting y'all know that I am running my first Amazon containers, which I never really did. And honestly, it's cool. It's real cool. I really don't like hitting those weigh stations, and that's probably one of the only things also that I don't like in contrast to the trailers by regular trailers with Amazon. We don't really hit the weigh stations with the trailers because they're not really never heavy. And these containers, they got a much different weight scale, as you can see. So as you can see, the weight scale right there on these containers is always posted in contrast to these trailers. But it's another beautiful day out here. How all my trucking family feeling out there? We out here grinding on another day, getting to it, praising God, keeping the Lord first, like we always do, smiling, shining. Gotta make sure you check them tires. So one more thing I have to remind my YouTube family about being an inspired trucker is this new driving system that Amazon has incorporated, which, I like Smart Drive. Smart Drive is pretty cool. I feel like they felt it began to be too easy, so they had to implement another system. And with this other system, literally, it stops the flow of videos. This other system is called Driver Eye. And Driver Eye literally puts you in a range of a lot of other drivers, thousands of other drivers out there. And it allows you to be on a ranking system. And I'll talk more about it. I'll make another video about it, but Driver Eye is something that I'm adjusting to and things like that. It literally speaks to you as you drive. So we'll see. We're finna drop this container off. I think we got about 30 to 60 miles an hour to go. And then guess what? We in a win. So we did get a chance to make it to this yard. And I want to share this moment with y'all. For the first time, I'm getting to back up this intermodal, first or second time, this intermodal trailer. And y'all just stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and back it in real quick. Stay tuned. So basically in today's video, I want to talk about the two cons. Can't really think of no pros when it comes to the intermodal. But I tell you what, one day y'all will get like the inspired trucker to the point where you're not like the guy that hit the gate. Instead, you know the game of inches. We're just a few inches away, but that's what separates a great driver from a good driver. It's a game of inches. Two cons I gave y'all. You got to make sure these containers are one with the chassis, and you got to always make sure the chassis is good in contrast to the trailer. With that, we wrap up today's video. Y'all know how we like to do. Today's Bible verse of the day is Deuteronomy 6. It says, love the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Understand that. All thy heart, all thy soul, and all thy might. Simple as that. Deuteronomy 6. And I'll see you on the next banger. Let's get it. Peace. Find who you are, live in spirit, and find peace.
Our lives are meant to be legacies for somebody else, for generations to come. And we got to continue to walk after that and do things that are courageous.